How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down the brand new patch that we got in MLB The Show 21. This is going to be game update number 11, so let's go ahead and get right into these notes. The first thing we're going to talk about regarding pinpoint pitching and the adjustments that's being made to this interface would be mainly to balance it out, right? Pinpoint pitching might be a little bit overpowered in MLB The Show 21. It is almost too easy to use, so they have kind of made it a little less lenient for good and perfect pitches while using pinpoint pitching. You'll still be able to throw pretty good pitches. I would think that the meter will still be usable. It will still be the best method to use while pitching. It just might be a little bit more difficult to actually swing that right stick around in a circle and then swing it down towards that blue ball icon. But they've also made a few adjustments to contact hitting, right? Contact hitting is less powerful. It is going to receive almost a nerf. And these are some things we were expecting, right? Contact swing was definitely too good. You were able to hit too many home runs and still have a pretty high exit velocity while using the contact swing. They've made some adjustments to that as well. R2, pressing the R2 button while you are batting to kind of mess up the pitcher from throwing a pitch using pinpoint pitching was something that was going on. And now it seems like you'll still be able to press R2, but it won't necessarily mess up the pitcher as much. I'm curious to see how this will play. To me, this doesn't seem like they really made too much of an adjustment to the R2. It just, by the way they worded it, I'm not exactly sure. This could be the most significant change. I don't necessarily know. I'm curious to see how the game's going to play with these few changes and with these few updates, right? We do have a couple other things talking about some friendly quit, talking about some freeze-offs, talking about backing out of the bullpen screen, and then, of course, Darren O'Day no longer will tip his pitches after selecting the pitch. If you're a cyborg or if you're able to have, X-ray vision and see exactly how Darren O'Day's moving his fingers, that will no longer be the case. But let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with some of these patch notes, if you think that this will be good for the game. Just let me know what your thoughts are. I think the patch should be pretty effective. These are three things that we have been talking about as a community for a while, and of course the developers are working on fixing these actively. But if you take a look at some of this gameplay, right, we're able to get perfect feedback with common pitchers really easily using this pinpoint method. Obviously it doesn't work all the time. Jim Thome is still able to hit it out for a homer. I give up a home run to that card each and every time, but I think that the pinpoint pitching will probably have the most effect in online gameplay. I think contact swing was definitely something that some people were using, but not everybody, right? I would only use it on occasion, and I pretty much let everybody know when I was going to use it and the reason why. But with that being said, we also have a lot of content coming out. I'm going to be making a video a little bit later this afternoon talking about all the Season 3 team affinities that have been revealed. We should see that content released over the next few days, as well as some Home Run Derby cards. Just a lot of stuff happening in MLB The Show. And it's a great time to patch the game right during a Moonshot event, right when there's a brand new ranked season coming out. I think that that's the perfect time to put all this out there into play. But for the most part, I'm using this Moonshot event to try and earn as much parallel XP as I can for some of the players that I might not necessarily start on my ranked team, but I would use them on the bench, or I would use them in certain situations. But we also put a few 99 overall players on the bench that have been super fractured up to that parallel 5 tier. I am still trying to win these Moonshot event games, so if we encounter a situation where we give up a 2-run shot or we end up going into the last inning down by a couple of runs, then I do have a couple of pinch hitters I can go to, like Alfonso Soriano, for example, and that is certainly going to help get some victories in this Moonshot event. We need to at least unlock the Zach Greinke card. I'm not really too concerned with some of the other players that are in this event for rewards, like that Yoenis Cespedes or that Campusano card, the future star catcher. I'm not really too worried about those players. I'm more interested in Zach Greinke personally, but I've always liked Zach Greinke in MLB The Show. The one game that I have lost so far in this event, I had an opportunity to walk it off, and I grounded into a double play there to end the game. That was a pretty solid game, though, honestly. Got a little bit unlucky on the defensive side. I didn't really include the highlights there, but we could not make a play on defense in the top of the third of that last game. Anyway, we have Kyle Schwarber putting us up 2-0. That card has been on fire against common pitchers in this moonshot event for me. I was struggling a little bit with Kyle Schwarber against right-handed pitchers in ranked. Against lefties, though, I've been able to hit really well with them. So I'm trying to get that average up facing right-handed pitchers, and he goes deep once again to start off this next game. So definitely solid card. He is paralleled up to a 99 overall. That first tier will meet that threshold, and I'm really trying to get him up to the fourth tier, because then he'll have 100 contact and over 100 power against lefties. He will also have a gold badge as a catcher, but more importantly to me, he'll reach that 70 tier, or that 70 attribute for the blocking attribute. And I think that that's going to significantly help Kyle Schwarber behind the plate. I know Jorge Posada has a similar blocking attribute. I didn't have any issues with Jorge Posada behind the plate throughout the entire game cycle so far. But here we're down a run. Once again, going with Chipper Jones as a pinch hitter, only in the second inning, but we take the lead here, 3-2, and that opponent ended up quitting. Now, then we matched up with another player who I thought I recognized as PSN. Maybe it is slightly different. This is Alex MVP2, and I'm pretty sure I downloaded this person's roster for Road to the Show when I was grinding my creative player. But it also might be Alex2 MVP. I'm not exactly sure, but I thought I recognized this guy's PlayStation name. I'm not sure, but he is able to tie the game up. He's got the GOAT bat skin. He also has a 12-0 flawless banner, so you know that he's a good player, obviously, and we're going to have to score a lot of runs in order to, I guess, try and win this game against facing common pitchers, using common pitchers. This Edison Volquez card is really tough to hit. I think he has a different motion when he goes into the stretch than he does the windup. And I'm also using him in this event. I just wasn't starting him in this game specifically. I think Brent Honeywell Jr. is also a really good card to use because he does have that screwball. But we're in the bottom of the third. He already has a base runner and Kyle Schwarber up to the plate. He smacks a double off the wall. This is not looking good. We hopefully will be able to get an out, though, as he's trying to extend that to a double. We got Kyle Schwarber out. We walk the next batter intentionally, and we win the game with the double play. The one game I lost, grounded out into a double play with a chance to walk it off, and then we clutch up there, get the double play to end it. I'm College Lefty. Let me know what you think about the game update. Peace out.